You have consumed enough. You've consumed enough information, wisdom, opinions. You've consumed enough, and it's time for you to start creating. That is what Zero keeps telling me on repeat. And I know they want to go deeper into this, but I have a few things to say to this. So just really listen. If this resonates with you right now, then there's definitely something in this message for you. Do you feel like you're a completely different being? Like, we have gone through such rapid shifts in remembrance recently of all of the truth within us, like the cosmic consciousness that has been awakening and activating the light codes within our DNA has been wild. All of us new humans here, if this resonates with you, if you've been feeling the shift, if you just feel like nothing is the same, nothing seems the same, nothing feels the same, you're really having to work hard. You're having to work hard to go into lower frequencies, into lower paradigms. You're seeing the light more, and you're trusting and embodying the light that is being supplied to you. Yes, if you're in the Light and Love Club right now, daily, we're listening to Zeroed In for Light Supplied July. But whether you're in the Light and Love Club or not, the reason that Zero is bringing through Light Supplied July is because there's more light here than ever before on Earth. Earth, it is at a higher level of consciousness and frequency than she's ever been because of all of us that have been anchors, conduits, channels of the light through everything we've created. But what we've created to this point has been through consuming others' opinions, others' words, others' creations. Now, I'm not saying that we aren't still meant to do that. And I know Zero is going to go deeper into this and from a higher consciousness level, but I'm here to share from my human perspective of this, of even this, because it'd be like, hey, stop consuming, just end this video and go play outside. That's not necessarily what I feel they're bringing through. It's being so aware of the now, you're not problem solving anymore. You're not fixing, you're not figuring anything out. That's all the 4D. Oh my goodness. I had the greatest breakthrough today of the evolution of trust from the 3D to the 4D to the 5D. If you're in Light and Love Club and you listen to Messy, you heard it. Maybe I'll share more at the end of this video on that. But when we realize that we are not that we are not limited to other people's opinions. When we actually do get to live a truth that is within us, we can spend a lot of time then trying to figure out and fix and problem solve, trying to receive and consume the content, the creations of others, which there's nothing wrong with any of this. It's all a part of this. I consumed a lot. I took a lot of courses. I did a lot of things to really have the confidence to be who I'm truly here to be, I guess I would say, and did a lot of things that showed me definitely who I don't want to be, because we get to create this identity. So there's things that are easy and effortless or expansive to us, and that's for us. And there's other things that aren't, that are exhausting, that are draining, that are hard, that are challenging, that aren't for us. It's really not that hard. But we spend so much time in the fourth dimension of consciousness consuming all the self-help, all the personal development, trying to fix and problem solve. And so we're just listening. We're consuming, and then we're trying to fix what we think is broken. But nothing is broken. Nothing is broken. Everything is just meant to be wide open. Everything is consciousness, everything's frequency, everything's energy. We only feel broken when we're trying to hold shit together because we've got nothing to hold together. Anyways, that's another talk. But where was I going? Where were you going, Cortnie? Oh, but then now in the 5D, we can still receive. So you can receive messages like this. Only stay here and listen to this if this is resonating for you. Because if you're choosing anything because it resonates, if you're choosing anything because it feels like a 5D investment or beyond, so it feels expansive, it feels like light, it feels like love, no matter how you're investing in it, what it is, it doesn't matter. It's the frequency. And so you're creating then, right? So right now, my intention is that you're here co-creating this with me, that you are feeling and receiving and having remembrance activated within you of who you're here to be so that you can create and play more. But if you're just listening to me because you want me to tell you something that's going to fix some paradigm or belief system in your mind as to how you're not worthy, stop listening to me, because that's not what I want to do for you. I want to remind you of your truth. I want you to feel now. So you're here to create. You're not here to problem solve. You're here to create what doesn't exist. Does it resonate as true for you that you are a new human here, that you are here to create what doesn't exist, that you are here to bring through what only you can through your frequency, your energy, your channel, your portal in the now? Source wants nothing more than to create and play through you. And all you have to do is choose to be here embodied in your light, choosing what feels like love for you, sharing your magic, creating. So if you are paying your attention to anything, it is what you're investing in, and it's what's creating your reality. So when you pay your attention, when you focus, when you shine the light of your consciousness on anything, that's creating your reality. So instead of just watching or doing or listening to or taking courses to consume more information and opinions so that you can figure out how to fix and problem solve your life, if instead you shift, so the shift from the 4D, because that's very 4D when we're trying to figure all of this out, when we want to shift into the 5DS, 5D and beyond, which is who you're here to be. It's pure light and love, who you're here to be on this human journey. When you're ready to shift into that, you're investing in everything that feels in vibrational alignment with you. And so when you're giving your time, your awareness, your attention to that, you are creating frequency and energy that this world needs. So instead of consuming more things telling you about the problems that you need to fix and the ways you need to be, instead you're doing anything and everything from what you eat to what you listen to who you talk to what you read, to all of it is because it is putting you in a frequency that feels good. So then you are creating higher consciousness and energy. Okay. That is what wanted to come through me right now. But now I'm going to go into trance because I know that Zero wants to come through and take us even deeper into this. So if you're still listening, if this resonated with you, then trust that there is more in this for you. I have no idea what's about to come through, but I'm excited for it. And I may or may not be back on the other side of their channeling. If you can, close your eyes, close your eyes. If not, that's fine. But please do breathe with me, fully expanding on the inhales, fully surrendering on the exhales. Hello, Divine One. Yes, this video found you because, to be straight up, you're scrolling too much. You're scrolling, you're seeking, you're searching. You have shifted. You have shifted, you have quantum leaped, you have remembered, you have awakened way too much to continue to play in old paradigms, to continue to consume content, to consume opinions and perspectives and beliefs that are not aligned to the truth of you. You don't need anyone's opinion, including ours. But this is our role here, is to come through Cortnie to mirror to you the truth in you. We are not here to tell you what to do other than to choose you. And from there, you will know what to receive. Because the thing is that on your human journey, you are going to interact with everything. that is a part of this. You are in relationship with everything. That is the part, that is the human existence. You need the experience, the mirrors, the choices, the material things, the food, the water, the air, everything there on earth is for you to be on earth. But there's a difference, which is what Cortnie was bringing through for you. There's a difference between being in the frequency and the energy and the embodiment of the fourth dimension of consciousness, where you are consuming constantly anything you can find to help you feel better, to fix you. You're going to the classes, you're signing up for the things, you're having the conversations, all to figure out how to feel better, how to get more of what you think you're missing. You're continuing to be in paradigms of lack and limitation, of fear, of insecurity instead of just choosing to embody the new human you're here to be. We sent this video to all of you new humans here. So if you're here and you made it through the filter of Cortnie to receive this message because this is resonating with you, we know that you are the new human and you are creating the new earth. Earth would not be to the level of light that she is without you, without each and every one of you. And yes, that is why we are calling this month Light Supply July, because there is more cosmic consciousness, higher light accessing Earth than ever before. And that is because of you. So more and more of your truth, which in the 5D is frequency, it's energy. It is not anything that you can figure out mentally. That's truth in the 3D. In the 5D, you feel it. You feel it fully and you follow it. And so anything that you are consuming, anything that you are giving your awareness, your consciousness, your attention to in the now, in the 5D is out of resonance and frequency. As soon as you're choosing to consume anything because it's going to fix you, it's going to solve a problem, it's going to give you something so that then you'll be happy, you're giving your power away. So you will then lower into the 4th dimension of consciousness, which there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. We just know that you're all exhausted because you have been shifting so much. And what all the shifts you've just gone through now, it is so easy for you to see this. It is so easy for you to get this. There's many around you, and maybe some of you listening to this, that feel like you don't. This doesn't make sense. You think this is crazy and impossible. That's only because that's what you're believing. All that exists is your consciousness in the now. So whatever beliefs you're believing, whatever thoughts you're thinking, whatever paradigms you're choosing to play in are going to create your reality. So if you're in paradigms where you need to consume more to be worthy, where you need to take another course, you need another certification, you need to have another conversation, you need 5 more people's approval. There's, again, nothing wrong with any of this. There's no way to do your life wrong. It's yours. It's yours to live. We're just here to free you so that you can have more fun, so that you can play and create all that Source is here to create through you, which is ultimately you, is your highest consciousness. And this video and many others are finding you that are revealing truth, that are resonating within you as to the fact that you are the new human. You are the chosen one. But you're also the zero. You're the soul. You're all of this. So just feel into this right now. Close your eyes if you want to, but just breathe and feel into this. Go beyond your mind. Don't worry about if this makes logical sense. Just feel if there's resonance with this. You chose to collapse down into the human form. You chose the one, the human that you are in, the vehicle, the vessel, the sanctuary, the temple, whatever you want to call it. You chose to be in that meat suit. Whatever words work for you, whatever you want to call your human being, make sure it's out of love. You chose that form. And you chose to be the soul in that body. But you are ultimately higher consciousness. You are super consciousness. You are infinite intelligence. You are actually beyond words, but these are all words that your human language uses for what you are, but still doesn't properly explain it, but will work with you in this. So you are higher consciousness. You are super consciousness. You are everything and no thing, but you have a certain frequency and energy and vibration, and you chose to be a soul in that body, and you designed yourself perfectly. You designed the soul and you designed the one, the human, and your human has codes, within its DNA, light codes that are now being activated and turned on, that you are feeling as the soul in that body, that are resonating, that are vibrating. So now the way into the 5D and beyond is to trust in the frequency and in the energy. But there's no evidence or proof of any of this, other than that there's many beings like Cortnie that are living it, but that is still their journey. Your journey is different, and you can only know in the now what it feels like, and there aren't going to be words for it. You're here to feel it. You're here to experience it. You're here to live it. And that is when then you're creating. When you're thinking, when you're consuming, you are not in the 5D. To be in the 5D, you are living, you are following frequency and energy, you are creating, you are playing. So even right now with this transmission, we are hoping that you are here feeling the resonance, you're feeling beyond the words. We know your very busy mind is analyzing all of this, but do you notice that the more that you are shifting and awakening, your human is on board with this? You are not here to kill your ego. That would be ridiculous. You wouldn't be human anymore. And that's not the point of you being there. But you new humans all have ego consciousness that you designed perfectly, that are more than happy to let you lead. But you need to lead. The you that we speak to, the I am, the soul, the inner being, whatever resonates with you. But truly you're beyond all that, because you are the highest consciousness. But in every now moment, when you allow yourself to zero in, when you allow yourself to feel and breathe here now, and you feel frequency and energy, you feel resonance, and you trust in what is coming through for you, that is you creating what doesn't exist. That is you creating instead of consuming. When you're shining the light of your consciousness out there, trying to find out there what you need so that you can be you, so you can be happy, so you can be worthy, you're limiting it. You have consumed so much out there, and you're now here to create from within, because you already have it all within you. You have everything you need. Now out there, your 3D reality on this human journey will mirror to you, and it's meant to. But the higher your frequency rises, and the more you're just playing and creating in the 5D, you're going to magnetize and attract messages like this that will remind you of how you designed yourself to be, so that you can play and create more. You are here to live so present and aware, zeroed in. You have a super consciousness that speaks to you through frequency and energy, which is infinitely intelligent. It knows all the ways, all the timelines that you can take. But you, as the soul in the human body, have free will. And you can make this journey as complicated as you want to. There's nothing wrong with it. But again, our contract with you new humans is to wake you up and remind you of how good it gets to be, and how free you get to be. But you have to choose. Stop consuming and start creating. Everything that you give your attention, your awareness, your frequency to is a transaction. So invest wisely. Pay your attention wisely. Give your time to anything and everything that expands you. You're here to be in relationship. And there's many, many tools and modalities. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all great if you use them responsibly, if you use them in resonance. But if you're just mindlessly scrolling, or doom scrolling, as some of you refer to it, and then you're wondering why you don't have time in your day, or you're stating that you don't have enough time in your day to choose to do what you want to do, because you have to go to work and you have to go to the grocery store and you have to do all of these things. You actually have to do nothing. There's nothing you have to do. And everything you think you have to do is just due to stories. It's due to stories. There's nothing you have to do. You get to do anything you want to on this human journey, but your whole reality is created based in the stories that you're told. And again, it's a part of this so that you can have this alchemy, but you are one of the new humans that is here to be the light and love that Earth needs. And it's simple. It's easy. There's no inner child shadow work to do, friends, unless you choose it. And then you're choosing that that's something that you have. Yes, you've been through a lot on your human journey, purposely, but that was past versions of you. That's not you now. You are as free as you choose to be. As Cortnie brought through in Messy Magical Magnetic today, because our light code of the day today is trust. But trust in the 5D is frequency. It's energy. It's trusting now in all that you're feeling. In the 3D, it was forgetting. It's control. It's manipulation. Trust is mental in the 3D. You're trying to figure things out, who to trust, how to trust, if they mean what they say. And then they let you down, and then you don't trust them anymore. And it doesn't matter what they do because they said this thing the other day. It's all mental, and it's all memory. It's all history. And then in the 4D, when you start to wake up to more of what you're here for, you start to be really hard on yourself. You go through the self-help, self-development, self-improvement game, which again is a part of this journey, but you're all here now to free yourself of that because you've been there long enough, where you're doing the shadow work, where you're doing the inner child work, continuing to state to the universe, to yourself, that you need help, that you need to improve and develop yourself. You are you. You are divinely designed. You are perfect as you. And so when you continue to be in that paradigm, in those perspectives, that's the reality you're choosing. But what you're doing in the 4D when you're starting to wake up is you start to see all the ways you've abandoned yourself. And a lot of you start to be really freaking hard on yourself. And you start to create more heavier density than the original trauma. Because you start to be so hard on yourself and have shame and blame and guilt towards you as to all the ways you abandoned you, as to all the ways you didn't trust your intuition. And you're here to be free now from that. You are here to now trust through frequency and energy, trust your intuition, trust yourself now as you always designed yourself to be. You're here to trust the quantum compass of your heart that a lot of you shut down when you were too little to know better because it didn't feel safe. And again, that was part of it. And those versions of you needed to do that. But the way that you're going to heal your inner child is to be your inner child now, is to have fun, is to create, is to play. You need your shadow. You need the darkness to know the light. You needed to go through everything that you went through to have the alchemy that you need, to know who you want to be, who you're here to be on this journey on earth that you're here for such a short amount of time. There's still a lot of future now moments, but there's only ever now. And you are here now to create the new earth, to create your heaven on earth, to live so fully, freely, easily, effortlessly embodied in your divinity. And if you continue to play in your mind, in the stories and the memories and the history and the alchemy that is telling you that you have these ways that you have to be because your family's like this. This was how it happened last time. But when I just show up as me, others don't like it. I'm too powerful. I'm too much. I talk too loud. I'm too quiet. But my parents were like this. But this has always ran through my lineage. All stories. None of that is true. You are light. You are love. You are none of that. You are none of it. And you can choose to be free as soon as you want to be. You can choose to be the new human, living embodied in your frequency and energy as soon as you want to be. And we brought this video to you today because we want you to choose it now, more than ever before. Stop just consuming. Stop seeking and searching. Anything you're choosing to shine the light of your consciousness on in the now, you are creating. So do it purposely. Do it super consciously. Do it embodied. Create super consciously through frequency and energy. And if something in the now is not resonating with you, if you are consuming anything, if you're shining the light of your consciousness on anything, paying your attention to anything, and it is putting you in a lower frequency, change the channel. Literally. Channel something different. Whatever you are choosing in the now, you are channeling. Go for a walk instead of watching Netflix. Or if Netflix feels of the highest frequency, then watch that, because you're watching something that expands you. There's no wrong. There's just frequency and energy. And you're here to be so free. So free. You have shifted in ways within you that there aren't words for. And the cosmic consciousness that is going to continue to activate you wants nothing more than to flow freely through you. But there's a lot of density still in your energy centers in your human body. There's still a lot of emotions that is really just energy that needs to be emotion. But because you're still seeking and searching and stating in your choices, not even necessarily in your words for a lot of you, but in your choices, in your paradigms, in the beliefs, in the thoughts that you're thinking. The thoughts you keep thinking turn into the beliefs, and the beliefs turn into then the actions that you take. So you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're saying. It's the frequency and energy. It's the frequency and energy that you are embodying. That is what then is going to be felt through whatever you're saying and creating. There's nothing more important than embodying the truth of you now. Always. So if you're just continuing to consume things because you are in belief systems and paradigms that there's something outside of you that's more powerful than you, stop consuming, start creating. Make the choices that feel expansive to you, that put you in a frequency where you are experiencing more that you're here to channel through. That's what you're here to do. You are here to create what doesn't exist. So only shine your awareness, your consciousness on anything that is mirroring to you what feels good to you. That's why you're on earth. You are all here to be sacred mirrors. But there may be some mirroring happening right now that is showing you where you're not free. And that's why this video found you as well. So whatever you're consuming, whatever you're believing, whoever you're giving your time, your awareness, your attention to right now, that is putting you in lower frequency vibration because you're having to prove and please and perform so that you feel worthy to be with or around them, or so that they get you, stop it. Stop it. Stop consuming their frequency and energy. Stop consuming their vibration. Stop consuming their opinions. Create. Create what you're here to. Source wants nothing more than to stream through you. And the more that we do, because you are in your 0 point of creation and you open up to your super consciousness and you trust your super consciousness because it will speak to you, lead you, guide you in the now on the path that you're truly here for through frequency and energy, and you trust that and you follow what resonates as true for you and you create what doesn't exist, and then that will attract more of what's in alignment with that. But if you continue to be in paradigms and spaces and places of fixing and figuring out, you're going to continue to attract that. You are here to be so free. Follow frequency and energy. Trust in the inner compass of you. Your heart is your quantum compass. It is the GPS on this human journey. And your soul, the truth of you that we speak to, knows how to drive this vehicle. And you are ready now to fully take control by trusting frequency and energy. And your ego consciousness is on board with all of this. But your ego consciousness and your subconsciousness can only work in the known. So you have to choose to go into the unknown. You have to choose to take the leap that you know you're here to. Right now, we know this found you because there's a leap. And you trusting you is going to build the confidence. You creating what doesn't exist is going to build the confidence more and more. And the more that you create instead of consume, you will rewrite the unconscious instruction manual within you. And then your subconscious will run off of your superconsciousness, and you will be living so fully, richly, deeply embodied in your divinity, living limitlessly, life beyond your wildest dreams, as we've continued to tell you you're here to do. So if any of this resonated with you, take that as your proof, take that as your sign. Stop mindlessly consuming and start super consciously creating. Trust in the frequency. Notice whenever you're making it mental, when you're in your mind trying to figure it out. Because the 4D, where most of you are right now, in that fixing and figuring out stage, you're so done with that. And you've been remembering more and more of all that you're here for. So just notice where you're still giving your power away, where you're consuming because you think that you need to, you have to. Maybe in the past it worked for you, but now you're beyond that. You are not the same. None of this is the same. So fully choose in every now moment what is in vibrational alignment with this now you. And continue to remember all that you are. It's a lot more fun. We promise you. Okay. Thank you for co-creating this with us today, because without your consciousness, without you paying your attention to this, it doesn't exist. This video is specifically for you. You received, if you are still listening to us, you received a message only you could. So trust in that and allow it to lead and guide you. You may not mentally know what that is, by the way. A lot of you, it's just resonance. And that's all you need to know, because that's your soul in alignment. And now you will create from that frequency, because you are channeling right now. You are channeling. You are bringing through what doesn't exist. You always are. But when you do it in awareness that you are here, you're present, you're feeling that this feels like a high frequency for you, this feels in alignment for you, you are receiving what is beyond words. Cortnie's here to be a verbal channel, but you're all here to be channels in your own ways. Just continue to do what feels best for you, what feels high frequency, what feels easy. The higher your frequency, the calmer, the more peaceful, the easier it is, because that's how you're designed to be. You're designed to be a vessel of source consciousness. You're designed to be love and light. And love and light feel like nothing, because it's just you. So when you aren't in resistance to it, and you're just living it, you're there, you're present, and every experience is rich because you aren't resisting it. But you're not going to know what that experience feels like for you until you're living it. And it truly is beyond words. So trust in whatever activated, awakened, resonated within you. We love you so much. Thank you again for co-creating this with us. We'll let Cortnie come back through now. Hi, friends. Okay, I'm not going to listen back. I feel so good. I was in the quantum. I was just chilling. And I was like, I can't even explain. It was beyond words. But when I channel, when I go into trance and source comes through, there was different experiences, but I was so fully gone, so fully gone. But when they started, I started to feel when they were calling me back to this, I just got this rush of, now it feels like emotion. Just this rush of I can't explain it anything other than ecstasy. Just such ecstasy, peace, contentment. So I don't know what they just brought through. But I trust that if you're still listening to this, you're feeling it too. And this is what this message was for. Everything that we are here to experience on this human journey should be because we want to. I want to choose all of this. I love this. I have no idea. I have no idea, no clue where we go from here. I'm just choosing to live as my now self and bring through these videos as long as I'm meant to daily, and doing everything I'm doing in the Light and Love Club, and just trusting so deeply. Like I went in, zeroed in. So all of you in the Light and Love Club know this, but zeroed in right now, we're playing Light Supply and we're on day 5. And this morning we have a light code of the day, and today's was trust. And that activated me to this whole like download about the evolution. Did I already say this? I don't know. Anyways, if I did, sorry. But the evolution of trust, like from the third, fourth to fifth dimension. I'm not going to go through it all now. You got to join Light and Love Club for that, just because, guys, I don't feel like I'm supposed to go into it all now. But briefly, it's like in the 3D, it's so mental. Like we're so in our minds trying to figure out who and what to trust. And we stop trusting ourselves. And our deepest core wound on the human journey is abandoning ourselves. So that just creates a lot of density due to highly charged emotional events when we don't choose ourselves. But like that's how it's designed to be on the human journey. And then when we start to awaken and become more conscious and aware, and we go through all the things we do to try and help and fix ourselves, it can create a lot of paradigms and beliefs of shame and blame and guilt towards ourselves because of ways that we gave our power away. And we continue to loop in that. And I feel like that's what this video came to today for, is to break you free from that, of that space of like continuing to consume what you think you need to be better, to be happy, to be worthy. And we're here now to be in the 5D. So we go from forgetting to freedom. And that the 4D, which is where I feel a lot of us, I know that's where a lot of us get trapped, but it's purposeful, because that alchemy is then the magic that we use to create with, like when we channel in the 5D. So we need the human alchemy. But that place and space of fixing, so it's like going from forgetting to fixing to freedom. Because in the fixing state where we're constantly looping in these paradigms of like needing to figure out and fix, it's exhausting. But when you finally choose to trust frequency, to trust resonance, trust isn't a concept, as Zero brought through today and zeroed in. It's an experience. It's frequency now. And we are such deep feeling beings. You are so intuitive. You are so intuitive. And just trust that everything before now, all the ways you maybe gave your power away or didn't trust you, was so you could have the alchemy you have. There's a lot of ways I didn't trust me. There's so many ways I gave my power away. And I wouldn't change any of it. But I sure as to fuck am happy that I'm free now. Not to say that I'm not human and things don't pop up, but I do a lot less fixing than I ever have before. And I just choose to, even when I catch myself like in, lower states of mind about myself, I come back and I feel. And that's all we can ever do. And then choose what is of the highest frequency. And then magic and miracles happen, friends. But anyways, that's what Zero and I have for you today. Thank you for shining the light of your consciousness on this. Thank you for creating this. Yes, you are also consuming it, but I just hope that this has been a 5D experience for you, and it has raised your frequency in reminding you more of the truth of you. Okay, I love you.